Hello and good morning. Here's an exercise in small errors suitable for ages 17 and above. And the triangle shows, with the usual notation, the three angles capital A, B and C, and the small sides opposite little a, little b, little c, and h is the height of B above AC. Now, angles A and C are measured and are subject to small errors H and K, measured in radians, of course, respectively. You've got to find the consequent error in the calculation of the height H. B is also being measured. I should have mentioned that. Okay. Anyway, from the sine rule, we have A over sine A equals B over sine B. And since A, B, and C add up to 180 degrees, we can write that as B over sine A plus C, which means that little a is B sine A over sine A plus B, and then H, looking at the left-hand triangle in the diagram, H is equal to A sine C, and that means H is equal to B sine A sine C over sine A plus C. Now, from partial differentiation, the total error in H, delta H, or triangle H, will equal bracket partial dH dA times delta A being H, plus delta A partial dH dC, delta C being K. And so, if we just look at the first of those terms inside the bracket, that's partial dH dA times delta A. That will be B times, using the quotient rule for differentiation and with differentiating partially with respect to A, that will be sine A plus C cos A sine C minus sine A sine C cos A plus C over sine squared A plus C. And the delta A is H, which I put outside. Okay, and then that simplifies to taking the common factor sine C outside. That will be BH sine C over sine squared A plus C, and inside you'll have sine A plus C cos A minus cos A plus C sine A. And the inside of that bracket is simply equal to sine A plus C minus A, which of course is sine C. So we end up with delta partial dH dA delta A equals BH sine squared C over sine squared A plus C. And in similar fashion, the second of those terms, delta H partial dH dC times delta C will equal BK sine squared A over sine squared A plus C. And so the error in H will be approximately equal to B bracket K sine squared A plus H sine squared C over sine squared A plus C. And that does it. Thanks very much for listening.